Thank you, sir. So, through you, first of all, let me express my appreciation to all the honourable members for their understanding, support on what is a national, in fact, an international challenge. I will very quickly respond to the points raised by various members, beginning with the points raised by Shri Ghulam Nabi Azad ji. At the moment, 58 people have come back from Iran. And since we have about 535 samples which came along with them, whoever tests negative, they will be on the next lot of flights which will come in. Our effort has been by increasing the number of medical personnel to test as many people as we can, as quickly as we can. Once we are through with the pilgrims, we will focus on the students because they are really in a very difficult position. The fishermen, because many people have raised the issue of their worry. The fishermen live in southern Iran, and the coronavirus incidence is not so strong in southern Iran as it is in cities like Qom and in Tehran. But we are looking at the fishermen also. Our consulate in Bandar Abbas is in touch with them. I am myself directly in touch with them as well. They take the phones and I am able to see what they are doing. And I can assure all honourable members that we will ensure that they don't have a problem with food or drink or any other material want at the moment. But people should also understand this is a very difficult time in Iran. That the Iran situation, Iranian system itself is struggling. So I think the advice which Mr. Derek O'Brien gave, which is please don't panic, I would also reiterate that message. And I think today our strategy is there are about 90 countries where there is coronavirus. We have to focus, we have to prioritize, we have to look at very extreme situations. At the moment, after China and the Diamond Princess issue, Iran is an extreme situation, Italy is an extreme situation. There are other cases in Germany, France and Spain. The cases have gone up. As of yesterday, we have cancelled e-visas. Suspended e-visas for those countries. So our idea is to limit travel but focus on those countries where the coronavirus incidence is very strong. Mr. Waiko raised the fishermen issue. I would like to assure him that I will personally ensure that they don't have problems of food and water. Mr. Anthony brought up the issue of people stranded in Italy, and I think a number of other members of parliament also raised that issue. I would like to assure all honourable members we are very, very cognizant of this problem. The issue arose because the coronavirus is so strong in Italy, we wanted everybody boarding a flight to have a COVID-free certificate. Now, it has been difficult for people to get that in the Italian system because the Italian system is busy treating patients in Italy. So we are hoping by tomorrow to fly in a medical team to Italy, just as we have flown into Iran. We will do the testing of those people and try and put them on very early flights thereafter. I welcome the suggestion which Mr. O'Brien gave. I want to assure him that when I look at the House, everybody is my friend. But with regard to the isolation wards, that is, I think, a direction, cooperative effort which is already underway. And I think Cabinet Secretary is coordinating with all state governments to ensure that every state government hospital has an isolation ward wherever that is feasible. Mr. Karim raised the issue of students from Kerala who are stuck in Italy. I would like to again assure you that is very much Iran and Italy are the two focal points today of our activities. But I also want to tell Dr. Bandha Prakash that students from Telangana are also very much on our radar. We are generally giving students a particular sort of priority because many of them are facing situations where the dormitories have been closed. So they are having a much more difficult time than other people. So we are very sensitive to that. Mr. Trichy Silva raised the issue of fishermen again in Iran. Please be assured, very much on the radar. Regarding the checkpoint which Sri Ravi Prakash Verma ji raised I will take the details and let me look at that, because we are on our land borders trying to channel all movement through checkpoints which have thermal screening, because that is the best effort that we can make. So, but in this particular case, I would take the details from you. Mr. Joe's Money also raised the Italy issue, and I would like to inform him that actually the advisory that everybody from Italy should carry a COVID-free certificate was issued about a week ago. Now, it is possible that, many students and young people may not have seen that advisory. So I understand the problem. We are trying to solve the problem, but I do want to tell you it was not a last-minute imposition by us. Quite a lot of notice was given. Regarding the issue which Sushil Gupta ji raised about airport management, I think the group of ministers will be looking at various measures. My colleague from Civil Aviation is with me in that group, and we had a discussion on that today. And the larger issue which Mr. Patnaik raised, that if you have so many countries and so many problems, how will you evacuate and test everybody? The answer to that is, it is not our intention. If we were to have a worldwide activity, we are only adding to the panic. I think it's important that we focus on very specific points. Even in China, we basically did Wuhan. We did not do other places in China. They didn't require it. Similarly, in Italy, we are focusing on one or two places. In Tehran, in Iran also, it is mainly Qom and Tehran. So it's a very focused intervention. It's not a general intervention. I note the point which Binay Vishwamji made about people in the Gulf. We will support them. We will make sure that all the embassies are instructed that when they go back, they don't have job difficulties. On the issue of masks, I will pass on that issue to one, of course, Hardeep ji will deal with the free mask issue, and the rest of it I will pass on to Dr. Harshvardhan. On the point which Vimla Thakur ji raised about extending the quarantine, again, I will pass on that point to the group of ministers. Regarding what Shri Gohel raised about fishermen, I want to assure him there are no food issues right now, but again, I will continually monitor that. And finally, I do want to tell you, we will ensure that even the fishermen from your state who are there, their welfare will be personally supervised by us. Please be assured.